A few years ago, if you wanted to run something like a 20-person agency, you needed, 20 people. Designers, marketers, finance, ops, customer service. An office buzzing with meetings, Slack message flying, payroll headaches every month. Now, one person can do it all. No employees, no contractors, no office list, just a laptop, some AI systems, and the ability to connect the dots. And that's what fascinates me, because it flips the entire idea of small business on its head. The future of small business isn't small anymore. It's something entirely new. Micro-enterprise ecosystems. And in the next few minutes, I want to show you how they work, why they will outcompete traditional companies, and most importantly, how you can actually position yourself to thrive in this new era, instead of getting left behind. Not too long ago, starting a small business meant building a team. You needed a marketing person to get word out, a finance person to keep the books straight, someone for customer service, someone for operations. The list never ended. If you didn't have those people, you were the one wearing all the hats, which surely meant burning out before your business even took off. But here's what's changed. Now, instead of hiring, you configure. Instead of filling seats, you set assistants. One founder can open their laptop and have AI running in the background for each of those roles. Finance automated, customer support handled, marketing drafted and scheduled while you sleep. It's like being Iron Man. The entrepreneur is still the pilot, still the one making judgment calls, steering the vision. But the AI systems act like the suit. They amplify what one person can do, giving them a kind of superhuman capacity. That's the shift from teams of many to one person with the tools of many. Now, here's where it gets really interesting, because this isn't just about one person plus some AI tools. It's about how this one-person business connect to each other. Think of it like this: a copywriter in New York, a designer in Berlin, and a strategist in Singapore. Each of them runs their own lean AI-augmented business. Alone, they're powerful, but together, they can snap into formation and deliver the same results as a traditional agency, without the overhead, without the bureaucracy, or the months of hiring. That's what makes it an ecosystem. It's not permanent, it's not hierarchical, it's fluid. Instead of org charts, you get collaboration charts. Instead of bosses and employees, you get peers linking up for a shared outcome. It's like music. Traditional companies are like symphony orchestras, rigid, hierarchical, every note on the page. Micro-enterprise ecosystems, they are like jazz ensembles, fluid, improvisational, and yet when the right people come together, it still sounds incredible. And that's the secret. It's not just one person and AI, it's one person plus AI plus connection. So, why does this model win? First, speed. In a traditional company, even something as simple as kicking off a project takes time. You have to post job descriptions, interview candidates, negotiate salaries, onboard them, and then to wait while they learn your processes. That's weeks, sometimes months before real work even starts. Ecosystems don't have that problem. If a client project comes up, a copywriter, a designer, and a strategist can form a team literally overnight. They already have their tools set up, their workflows dialed in, and AI running in the background to handle the boring stuff. Second, cost. When you work with a traditional agency or company, you are not just paying for the service, you are paying for everything that comes with it. The office list, the management layers, the admin stuff, even the coffee budget. But clients don't care about that. They don't want to fund your overhead. They want outcomes. Ecosystems are lean. No middle managers, no bloated expenses. Just specialists coming together, powered by AI. Which means clients get the same or better quality work, but at a fraction of the cost. Third, specialization. In a company, employees often get stretched thin. A marketer might suddenly be running analytics, writing ad copy, and planning strategy. Whether or not those are their strengths is inefficient, and honestly, it dilutes talent. Ecosystem operators don't play that game. Each one stays in their genius zone. The designer designs, the strategist strategizes, the copywriter writes, and all the admin, scheduling, formatting, reporting. That's handled by AI. So humans are finally free to do the thing they are best at, which means the output isn't just faster, it's sharper, more creative, and often higher quality than what a bloated team could deliver. And fourth, adaptability. This is the real killer advantage. Traditional companies are heavy. They have structures, hierarchies, processes that resist change. If the market shifts, it can take months or even years for them to adjust. Ecosystems, they are fluid. They can form, dissolve, and reform around new opportunities instantly. Imagine a new social platform launches tomorrow. A traditional company has to research, budget, hire a specialist, train the team. It's a long road, but in an ecosystem, the same copywriter, designer, and strategist can just add a plan for the expert into their network overnight and start offering their service service immediately. That's why permanence is no longer strength. In fact, in the AI era, permanence is a liability. Flexibility is the new strength. Let me give you a concrete example. Imagine a mid-sized brand wants to launch a new product. They go to the traditional route, hire an agency. The agency lines up meetings, scopes out the work, assigns roles. But before anything creative even happens, weeks are lost to contracts, onboarding, and scheduling. By the time the campaign launches, the market has already shifted. Now picture the same project handled by a micro-enterprise ecosystem. A copywriter in New York gets the inquiry. Within the hours, they message a designer in Berlin and a strategist in Singapore, both people they've collaborated with before. The strategist runs AI market analysis overnight. The copywriter drafts positioning and messaging with AI-assisted outlines. The designer starts iterating visuals using AI mockups. By the next morning, the client already has a prototype campaign on their desk. No lag time, no bloated calls, just results. That's the difference. Traditional companies move like cargo ships, slow, expensive, hard to turn. Ecosystems move like speedboats, small, agile, fast enough to catch the waves as they come. And when you combine speed, cost efficiency, specialization, and adaptability, you start to see why micro-enterprise ecosystems don't just compete with traditional companies. They outpace them, they outperform them, they are lighter, faster, and infinitely more responsive. Now I want to be clear. This model isn't perfect. It solves some problems, but it creates new ones. First, trust. If you're a client, how do you know that this loose ad hoc group of independents can actually deliver? Agencies sell stability. They point to a big office, a long client list, a team page with smiling faces. Ecosystems don't have the safety blanket. Trust has to be built project by project, reputation by reputation. Second, quality control. When there's no permanent hierarchy, who owns accountability? If the project fails, who takes responsibility? In a traditional company, you escalate up the chain. In an ecosystem, the lines are blurrier. That's both liberating and risky. Third, over-reliance on AI. If everyone uses the same tools, you risk sameness, same term, same template, same outputs. The danger is that human creativity gets flattened into algorithmic averages. The magic only happens when operators bring their unique perspective, their taste, their craft to rise above what the tools alone can do. And yet, I argue this model is still more resilient than the fragile, hire fast, fire fast startup culture we've lived in for the last decade. Because, think about it, traditional startups burn massive amounts of cash, hiring teams they may not even need long-term. Ecosystems, they stay lean, they expand and contract naturally with demand. So yes, trust, quality, and over-reliance are real tensions, but they are not deal breakers, they are growing pains, the kind that point to a system still being shaped. So, if this is where things are heading, how do you prepare? I think about it in 3 steps. Step 1, build AI fluency. You don't need to be a programmer, you don't need to build the tools yourself, but you do need to know how to orchestrate them. Think less, how do I do every task myself, and more, how do I direct the AI to handle this for me? The future favors conductors, not soloists. Step 2, cultivate your unique edge. If AI can write, design, strategize, what makes you different? Your perspective, your taste, your voice, your network. That's the magnet that draws people into your ecosystem. Without it, you're just another operator pressing the same buttons as everyone else. Step 3. Start experimenting now. Don't wait for the perfect system to appear. Join forces with other solo operators on a mini project. Try building something together with lightweight agreements. Notice how it feels. Learn where the frictions are. That's how you build ecosystem muscles, by practicing them in small, low-stakes environments. The shift is to stop seeing yourself as a silo and start seeing yourself as a node, a connected point in a bigger network. The more you build that mindset now, the more naturally you will thrive as this new model takes shape. When I look 10 years ahead, I don't see the most powerful businesses being the biggest. I see them being the smallest, the most fluid, the most connected. A new class of entrepreneurs is rising. One-person powerhouses, each plugged into global networks, each amplified by AI, each capable of building things that used to require entire companies. And the question is, will you be one of them? Because the opportunity is wide open right now. We are still early. The people who experiment, who learn, who connect, they are the ones who will shape how this ecosystem evolves. So if this vision excites you, hit subscribe for more deep dives into the future of business with AI. And I want to hear from you. Would you rather build a traditional small team or join a micro-enterprise ecosystem? Drop your answer in the comments. I'll be reading and replying.